Hi guys, my name is Lynda Loughnane and today I'm going to do an art project with you that involves science and art. So, what are we going to do, Lynda? Well, let me tell you, we're going to do spinners. Woo! And we're also going to learn a little bit about colour theory along the way. Let's do it! For this spinner project, you will need cardboard, paper, CD, pencil, colouring pencils, scissors, a ruler, twine, needle, Pritt stick, optional, compass with the pencil, sellotape, and if you don't have a needle, a cocktail stick. That's what you need. Let's get started. Get your cardboard, put your CD on top, draw around. Get your scissors and cut out. Bing! Circle. Get your paper, put your CD down, trace around. This time do the inside bit as well. 2. I'm going to show you first how to do different folds. So if you want to get 8 folds, fold it in half, fold it in half again, and bring the long side over to the other long side, fold it in half again. So when you open it up, you can see the creases. Get your ruler and trace over these creases. 8 wedges. Now to do 6 wedges, it's a little bit more tricky. You start off the same, you fold it in half. This time you catch one side and you fold it. You want to fold the other side over it, so don't crease yet until this side is equal as much as you can to this side, and then when you're happy, squish it down. Open it up, and now you can see the creases. 6 wedges. So for decorating, if you want to be really neat and precise, you can use a compass. So, and this one, I think I'm going to go like a flower out of it. I'm also going to do a freehand circle on the outside edge. Time for colouring. I'm going to do some colour theory with the colour wheel. So with the colour wheel, you have 3 primary colours. You have yellow, you have red, and you have blue. Okay? And from these primary colours, you can make secondary colours. So if you mix yellow and red together, you get orange. If you mix red and blue together, you get purple. And if you mix yellow and blue together, you get green. Okay, so orange, green and purple are your secondary colours. Red, blue and yellow are your primary colours. So let's try using these colours to make some special effects. So I'm going to start off with my flower. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to colour the centre yellow. When you're colouring, make sure that you can still see the circle in the centre, so don't colour over it completely. You want to be able to see that little circle. So I'm going to try seeing what happens if I put blue here, blue and yellow. So if you remember, blue and yellow make green, okay? So when we're going to be spinning our spinners in a while, what will happen is your eye will mix the blue and the yellow together and it will look like green. So we'll see that in a while. So let's keep going. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get some red, and I'm going to do red on the outside. So red and yellow together make orange. So let's try that. So I'm going to do red and I'm going to do yellow. This will be red, so yellow. Instead of mixing red and yellow to make orange on the paper, we're going to mix them using the speed of the circle. When it spins really fast, and our eye will mix them so it'll look like orange. Isn't that cool? So that's the way vision works. Now I'm going to try a little experiment on my daisy on the inside. I'm going to try putting a little blue tinge just on the top, just to see what will happen. This is an experiment. You have to have fun when you're doing your art and your experiments, because art and science are about fun and exploring and trying things out to see what will work and expressing yourself. Okay, so that's one side. So now I'm going to try on the other side. With the colour wheel, you have 6 colours. You have red, yellow and blue. So yellow and blue together make green, red and blue together make purple, and red and yellow together make orange. So this is like your colour wheel. But do you see the colours that are opposite each other on the colour wheel? Do you see that? So red is opposite green, blue is opposite orange, and purple is opposite yellow. These are called complementary colours. And if you mix 2 complementary colours together, you get a shade of brown. So I'm going to try that. Let's try that. Let's experiment. So first of all, I'm going to take my red and my green. So I'm going to go red. Okay. So that was my complementary colours of red and green. So now I'm going to try yellow, and the opposite of yellow is purple. Okay, so now blue and orange are the complementaries of each other. So blue . Okay, so there are my 2 discs ready to go. So now I'm going to get my cardboard circle back again. I get my glue. I put the glue on the cardboard. Get my circle, carefully place it down. Stick it down well. Get my other disc, carefully place it down. So now, what you're going to do is you're going to get your needle or a pokey thing, and you see this inside circle here? What we want to do is go to the edge of the inside circle, put a hole through. Now be careful that your fingers aren't on the other side, because you don't want to hurt yourself, you don't want to poke your fingers, so make sure your hand and your fingers are safe. You might need an adult to help you with this. And then what you want to do is you're going to go across to the other side of the circle and put another hole in, like that. Okay. Then you get your twine. You thread up your twine. So you go through one hole, pull the twine through, And then you come back out the other side through the other hole. Okay, then you pull your needle off. You get your 2 pieces of twine like this, and you put a knot in them. You do that by wrapping it around your finger, going over the loop, pull it off your finger and go through the loop and pull. Cut off the excess bit then. Okay. And I'll spin these in a minute. I'll just show you. So if you don't have a big needle, don't worry. You can get a cocktail stick and attach it to your piece of twine using a small bit of sellotape. Only use a little bit of sellotape for this because you don't want it to be too bulky. So get your twine, line it up against the end of your cocktail stick, get your sellotape. Now we want to do this really neat and tight. It's a little tricky, so you might need to get an adult to help you. Do you want to twist the sellotape really neat and tight onto the cocktail stick until your twine is attached. Then you go through one of the holes and you're going to have to wriggle carefully to put it through one hole, flip it over, wriggle. You might have to make the hole a little bigger to make this happen and put it through the other hole. Then you can just cut the end. So now you have your spinner. Okay, so it's time to spin our spinners. To do that, we make sure that the thread is equal on both sides of the circle. Put your fingers through the loops like this, hold the loops and spin. Way. Okay, and then whenever it's all spin, you pull the threads and you let it slacken. You pull, you let it loose. Do you see the way the colours are mixing? I'm going to show you this side. So pull, let it slacken. Pull, let it slacken. And you see where I had the different complementary colours together. They're all mixing to make different shades of brown. In theory, this time we'll look at the daisy. So do you see where the yellow and the blue are on the outside? They mix together to make a green. And you see the red and the yellow make an orange. Isn't that cool? So that's that one. But you don't have to just do geometric designs. You can also do fun things. Wait, you can do spirals. You can do wibbly wobblies. Freehand. Lots of freehand on this one. All the colours of the rainbow. A smiley face. So let's see what happens if we do a smiley face. Do you see that? The face becomes a really cool pattern. Whee! So the trick is to pull and let it slacken. Pull and let it slacken. And the twine keeps winding itself up. So you can keep going for ages. Whee! So, hooray for science and art!